Hiya, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know that my channel is really aimed at helping people. This video is going to be of help to you if you are looking to start making your own videos and are not sure what equipment you actually need. First of all, I think I need to dispel a myth, and that is that you need loads of expensive equipment to obviously make videos. If you're like me, when I first started YouTube, because I am still quite new to YouTube, when I first started it, um, I haven't got loads of money to buy loads of expensive equipment. And so really what I done was and what you need to do is make use of what you actually initially have, because you don't know whether or not YouTube's going to be for you anyway. It's something that you just want to, if you like, experiment with. And this is what I done. I was fortunate in that a while ago I actually had I bought myself a nice camera, an SLR camera, and I also bought with it the lights. I had like two like tower lights, like white lights, kind of just like soft lights. They just shine down here, and that is actually what I'm using now. At the time of making this, I'm actually in the back room of my house. It's quite sunny outside, and I've got my spotlights on in my back room, and I've also got this light from this like soft light actually coming down on me. If I take it away, if I just move it, obviously the sun's going to come in because the sun's really shining up a lot. So I've obviously put that there to give me a nice amount of light, but not too much light. Because a video, when you do videos, you'll very quickly see that it's just like any other sort of photography. It's all about the light. Yeah, you can see my hand there. If I put my hand over there, yeah, if I was to put my head in there, it'd be very bright. You can have too much light just as well as you cannot have enough. But what you need to remember is that it's practice. Yeah, make use of what you've got. If you've only got like normal lights, then make use of your normal lights as best as you can. Um, what you can do, but obviously you're governed then by daylight, is obviously move your camera so you're sitting perhaps by a window and the light is coming through on obviously on your face if you're just in a video like this. But obviously if you've got bright sunshine outside, you ain't going to be able to do that. You're going to need to perhaps put something over it like a curtain to take some of the glare away. Yeah, I mean, photography is an art. I'm not great at photography, or I've done quite a bit of photography, but I'm not, fantastic at it. But one thing I do know is it's trial and error, and that is just the same with video. I'm also using to make this video. I've got a Lenovo tablet, and I like using this because I can actually move around in the frame, and I know exactly where I am. If I want to go, I know exactly where I am, obviously on that frame. So if you want to move around in your video, and obviously, move forward, move back, you can obviously see yourself. Whereas if you've just got a camera aiming at you, um, you're in the obviously in the image, but you don't know to what degree you're in it. If you're right up close, or if you're like a ant in the background, if you like. So I just thought I'd go over this video just to let you know what's in it. I've got just a Lenovo tab. I've got a very cheap. I bought these lights off of eBay. I think I paid about 30 quid for the two. That was with two tripods and two of these soft lights. You haven't got to spend loads of money on video equipment. Yeah, because you've got to remember, people who are clicking on your YouTube video. I mean, you've obviously clicked on this video to find out, obviously what what it's all about, and whether or not you think what equipment you need. And people want to hear what you got. Hopefully, want to hear what you got to say. Yeah. they're not, obviously they want to be able to see you, and image quality is important. I would never say that having a high quality image is better than not having a high quality image. Obviously it is. But I think you need to, if you like, give it a go. Practice with your video camera. You know, you might just have an iPhone, even got an iPhone or a Samsung Galaxy or something like that. You know, the the um, the actual quality, the pixels on them cameras are fantastic. The only problem you might find out is the same one of light. You need to make sure that you've got a you know, if your lighting's good and you've got an half decent camera and your video content is pretty good, you should hopefully start getting some views. I mean, I'm not going to lie, my channel is very slow at the very slow at the moment. Nothing happens overnight. But you need to don't wait. Don't go out and spend £300 or £400 on a camera that might make your video a little bit better. Yeah, I think you're far better to make sure your lighting's right. You've got an half decent thing to collect your video, camera, tab, whatever, and to spend a good bit of time on your content, what you're going to talk about in your video, and also getting people to click to your video. It's very important. Something I've been learning because I'm obviously trying to get known on YouTube. Something that is so important is the thumbnail, the bit that you see when you're scrolling through and you're looking. You know, you can have the best video in the world taken with a £2,000 camera. If your thumbnail don't look that good, it's not that appealing, then you ain't going to get anyone clicking on it. You know what I mean? So I hope this has been of help to you. Like I say, I'm not a photographer. I'm just a guy that's trying to promote his own channel and trying to help people as best I can to do the same. Um, One thing I do know is that if you don't try it, you will never ever know. So I suggest you now go and get whatever camera you've got, whatever lighting source you've got, and try it. You haven't got to upload your videos straight away to YouTube, but you can start experimenting. Because I'm telling you, just like now, me talking to the camera, when I first started doing it, it was difficult. But now, I talk to it and it's no problem. It's no problem, and that is because your confidence will grow. Yeah, so just tell yourself it ain't just the equipment you got; it's everything. It's the half decent equipment, as good as content as you can think of at the time. Yeah, and make sure you've obviously you're dressed, you're groomed if you like. I'm no oil painting, but you need to try and obviously make a bit of an effort in a part of your house that's tidy. My house is always busy, so there's always things going on. But so when people are listening to what you're saying, they're not being distracted. Yeah, I still think it's my own opinion though that sometimes when you see people sitting in front of a whiteboard or perhaps with a like a screen behind them, to me that seems a little bit too sterile, if you like. I know when I'm watching videos, that's the other thing you got to do. When you're watching videos or when you're clicking on thumbnails, be mentally taking a note of how them thumbnails are designed and say to yourself, what do you like about it? What is it you like? What's prompted you to click on that video? Because all these little things, they're gold nuggets really in your mind and in your business. And if you need to start taking note. I mean, I've started watching a channel called Video Creators. Can't think of the guy's name, but he does some really good videos. Do you know what I mean? And he's aimed his niche, I think, at obviously that side of YouTube, how to be successful um, in on YouTube. But he goes into similar sort of videos, what to do, how to stand, whether to get near, whether to be far, your thumbnail design, the other thing in videos is which I didn't do right at the start. I used to title them and put a few tags. You need to write a good long, do a title explaining what your video's about, and then in your description you need to be as concise as you can. If it's a video, whatever your video's about, like I'm doing this video now. So when I do my description, I'm going to be writing about the tablet that I used, the lighting that I used. I'm going to be talking about how it's important to obviously be well dressed in your video, how it's important to be well groomed, how it's important to think about good content, how it's good to perhaps stage your video in like a sequence and perhaps have that in your mind, like a list of points that as you're talking to the camera, you're triggering and getting the next thing you're going to talk about. This is something that I didn't do at the start, but I do try and do it more and more now. I try and have a mental, it might just be like a post-it note on top of, I put my tab in front of my computer, and what I do, I use my laptop to hold my tab up, and then sometimes I'll put my yellow post-it notes, because what I might do is do like 2 or 3 videos at once. But yeah, just think about the main thing you need to think about doing is getting started. The biggest mistake the biggest mistake that YouTubers, people who want to become a YouTuber, right, and obviously start doing this for whatever reason, is they're holding back on making their video. Yeah, they're thinking that their video's got to be fantastic right at the start. Yes, obviously, the more high quality your videos are, then um, um, the more obviously watch time you're going to get, and the better your video is going to perform on YouTube, because YouTube obviously want people to watch videos that are being watched to the end. Yeah, so keep watching. Yeah, but there's so many things that affect your channel. But what you've got to do, you've got to start uploading videos. Oh, yeah, you've got to start uploading videos. You don't want to be putting up crap, yeah, but you want to. Don't be so don't be so hard with yourself, yeah. You ain't even got to tell your family you're doing it. Just put them up there, right? All of a sudden you'll be amazed. I'll tell you what, the day, I know it sounds stupid, there's probably people with millions of subscribers who would laugh at this, but I'll tell you what, the day I got my first subscriber, it made my day. I woke up in the morning and I looked at my analytics on my channel, and I had so many views, so much watch time. And when I see I had a subscriber, it made me think, well, if I can get one, I can get 10. If I can get 10, I can get 100. Yeah. And what I've noticed is the more videos I've put up, the more my channel is growing. Yeah. Don't let anyone tell you you cannot still. I ain't saying that you're going to get rich on YouTube. I don't know. I don't think, depending on what niche you're in, but you've got to start doing it. Don't wait. Don't put one video up and then wait a week before you put another one up, or have a 2 month break and then go back and put another video up. You could be the best video in the world. You know what I mean? If you're putting up one here and then one a month later, it ain't gonna happen for you. I'm aiming for 4 or 5 a week. I'm thinking about different subjects that are of interest to me, things that I can help people with, and I'm putting them up. Yeah. If someone clicks off, I think that geezer don't know what he's talking about. He thinks it's a load of crap. Well, I'm not being funny. I don't know the guy. He's entitled to his opinion, and I ain't going to lose no sleep over it. But one thing I have got, if he's watched for any amount of time, he's given me another view. He has increased my channel, albeit by a little bit, but it's still a plus. Think about how you're going to get pluses. Start making your videos today, yeah, and start uploading them today. Don't wait. I hope this has been of help to you. I've gone a bit off track about equipment, but you know, I try and encourage people. I get excited about it. My little boy laughs at me. He says, "Oh, Dad, like you ain't gonna do it on YouTube. You can't do this and you can't do that." You know, I mean, at times so negative, and I think like, no one knows. No one knows what's round the corner. Yeah, and whatever I can do, if I can make something grow, I am gonna try. Yeah, please, if you can, like, and I'd really appreciate if you subscribe. I get all excited when people do that. Please, if you can, give me a thumbs up, and if you did watch to the end, I really, honestly, and genuinely appreciate your view. Thank you.